All right. Welcome to the Los Angeles Film School Library Orientation. So you want to learn about the library. My name is Georgina, and I'm the library director here for the school. And today I have here with me my two lovely library assistants, Matt and Stephanie. And we're going to show you how to navigate the library website, how to locate items through our catalog, Koha, how to search and access some of our A to Z databases, and ultimately we'll give you some tips that will help you become a better researcher. We hope that you will have a better understanding of our services and the many different types of resources that are available to you as a student, alumni, and even as a faculty and staff member. Throughout the webinar, we will be conducting a couple of polls, so please do try to answer them when they pop up on your screen. Also, if you have any questions during our presentation, please feel free to use the Q&A tab. Stephanie will be answering them in the chat. And at the end of the presentation, we will have additional time to answer any lingering questions or additional questions live. So first things first, we will like to take a poll to get a better understanding of our audience. So for poll number one, we want to ask, who are you? We would like to know what current month you're enrolled in right now. If you're month one, you're a brand new student. If you're fairly new, months 2 to 5, somewhere in between months 2 to 5 or months 5 to 20. Or if you're in your final months, you're about to graduate, please select that option. If you've already graduated, that means you must be an alumni. But if you're not a student, then you must be a staff member. So please select that. Also, if you are a student or staff member, please indicate if you're an online or on-campus student or staff member. So please select those options. And I move over to the next slide over here. So for this term, students and staff can access the library on campus, which is located in B1, 5th floor. For the most part, we are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Though depending on upcoming holidays or special events, we may be closed early or closed for that day. So please check the library site for more accurate hours. While you're up here at the library, you may utilize the computers, borrow materials, you can print and scan, and use the space for study or to lounge around if you need to. Again, you can check out our library site for alerts or updates on those things. Go to the next slide. So here's just contact information. Many of our digital resources and online services will be available on our library website, which will go more in depth in a bit. So before we move on, we would like to get another poll. So poll number 2, has anyone visited the LAPS library before? Whether it may be in person or by visiting the library's website. We just want to know if you've ever visited us before. So please indicate your answer. And if you haven't yet, that's okay. That's why we're here to give you the rundown on the library. So while you fill out that poll, we're going to switch gears here and go into our library sites. Okay, so we're here on the library website. You can visit the library website at library.lafilm.edu, or you can go through Connect or through your LMS portal, and it should be under resources. So here I'm just going to go over some of the key aspects of the library site, starting with our homepage here at the top. And at the top over here, we're going to go over several tabs or submenus for each. So I'll dive into about our services, our collections, and then Matt will be diving into research and ways to support us. So here, in the middle, we have these big announcement blocks. So we generally have information about the library, some of the services that we provide, and just certain announcements. So you can click on view more to read more um, about those things. And then on the bottom, we have our quick links. So definitely, if you're trying to look for the printer software, if you're trying to look for our online resources, and browse our catalog, it's all listed here under our quick links. Just kind of gives you an easy way to go through and navigate our website for more of the popular pages that we provide. And on the left here, we have our alerts, our hours and location are listed here, and our contact information. So like I said earlier on the slide, all of our hours will be located here if it changes throughout the month. And then we have our contact information, all of our social handles as well. And on the right side here, we have our list of events that's happening. So definitely do check this out regularly as new events get added, new upcoming things as well. So a couple announcements for this month. We have our Valentine and Library Lovers Day event tomorrow, happening February 14th at the B2 lobby. You can come and celebrate with us. So we have some treats and goodies for you all tomorrow, and again on the 15th, which is Thursday. Definitely we're teaming up with CTS or with the student advising team, and we will be providing again more treats and bookmark crafts as well. So definitely come by tomorrow and Thursday. And all month long here at the library, we're giving away free stuff. We have a bunch of books, scripts, DVDs, Blu-rays as well. We just have a lot of things in our collection that we've been weeding out. So it's yours to keep. So it's just first come, first serve, and definitely we'll be putting out more stuff later on at the end of the week. Let's see. And then in the middle here, we have our two main video tutorials. This one will be like the latest webinar recording session. It'll be located here. So if you ever need to go back or view the latest one, it will be uploaded here. And on the bottom, we have our library catalog, Koha, where it goes more in depth in how to utilize the catalog and how to conduct searches and place holds and things like that. But we'll also go over with it too, but it's just providing you all with some video tutorials on your end. And on the bottom here, we have our news and a blog post. They do get regularly updated as new information and resources get added. So you can view all. If you want to read like the past post, definitely. And we have our library suggestions at the bottom as well. We do love our feedback, so definitely if you want to give out suggestions, you can do that as well at the bottom. So let's go to the top here where we will go into the about section. So this page is mainly about, about the library's mission, strategic goals, rules for visiting the library, and just understanding the policies for both students and staff. So if you're a student, you can go ahead and select student policies and alumni policies. You can get a good grasp of what you can or can't do here at the library. Definitely you can read through if you want, but for the most part, active students, both campus and online, can check out books here. But as long as you live in around the area, for online students, we will try to locate books in your area. Um, and for alumni, you won't be able to check out anything, but you can still come back and utilize the resources here in-house at the library. Let's see, and then we can go to the Ask a Librarian page, where we list some numbers, again, like our email, our phone number, if you want to ask more information about some of our resources on how to access some of our databases, you can definitely contact us. And if you need help on maybe some of your assignments, if you need further help on research, we can definitely help you in providing the resources and access to some of the databases. If you're just inquiring about, assignment and you need to locate resources, so we can definitely help you on that. But if it's something very specific to an assignment, definitely we ask you to refer back to your professor, as it may be, maybe related to the assignment and not, we cannot do your homework, but we can definitely help you get you there to the resource. Let's see, and then we have our info desk. Definitely we have the numbers and emails from other departments here listed here. So if you need help on if you have any issues with your laptop, if you have issues with acquiring your required reading materials for your ebooks, or tech kits, DC is also another number, an email that you can call. And yeah, it's just business office, your advisors, career development, all those lovely phone numbers and contact information will be listed here. So we can go back to the homepage where we can go into the library services. You can find the services that we provide here. We provide circulation, so meaning you can check in and out materials. We have books, we have media, and also digital resources, along with borrowing equipment, including computers. You can use the computers here. You can use the printer and scanner machine. You can also borrow some headphones here and other office supplies. You may also utilize the area to study, or just chill here while you wait for your other class to start. And we also have more spaces down in the hallway if you ever need to eat some lunch, but just kind of chill around during your lunchtime. And in addition, we also provide library support, just helping you with connecting you to the resources. We provide webinars like this and also events as well. Definitely, you can look further into here if you want to read more about some of the services. So we can go back to the homepage where we can go dive into collections. So as you can see here, we have many items, including books, screenplays, films, magazines, CDs, games, and more. You can further view our collection in detail by clicking on Library Catalog, and it will route you to our Koha, which is our library catalog. So here we have our library catalog Koha. And the purpose of this catalog is to locate items within the library's collection. It's mainly the physical collection, so you'll be able to find materials based on title, author, subject. If if you have the ISB number, definitely you can search those items here. Again, this is mainly for our physical items, but we do have some digital items in here in our catalog. So, so we'll just do a quick demonstration on how that works. So, so let's say I know what I'm looking for. I know, yeah. So I'm looking for a Baby Driver, looking for the script. And you can see here that we have the Baby Driver script, and we can access it electronically. So you can go ahead, click on the electronic access button. It will ask you to log in using your LA Film School credentials. So make sure you input those in. Yeah, as long as you use your LA Film credentials into here, then you'll be able to access our resources. Since all of our electronic scripts are on our Google Drive, you must be logged in with your LA Film School email. I know this is a Google, but definitely if you are signed in to your personal Google account, or if you made it like a default to your personal account, just please log out of that and don't make it your default. Make the LA Film School the default. That way you can access it. If you're having issues, we also have some tutorials on how to sign out from Google. And Matt will also let you in on how to do that on the tutorials page. But if not, if you're still having issues, you can always call or email us and we can help you with that. So similarly, if you're looking for the video of Baby Driver, you can always click on the record and you can see that we have the Blu-ray and we have the e-video. So definitely, you can always check by clicking on the record, and you can see what items we have available. So again, you can click on electronic access because we have the e-video for it. And it might route you to log in. Again, just use your LA Film School credentials and you can go ahead and watch the movie right from home. A lot of the electronic items that we have, you don't need to be here at the library. You can do this from home, at work, at a cafe shop, like anywhere really, that has internet. So, so that's just, an example for more of a narrow search of something that you already know what you're looking for. If it's something that you don't know what you're looking for, you're just trying to do a broad search, we advise you to use the advanced search. So here, you can click on it. And let's say you're looking for online scripts. It's very popular that we have. So click on eScript, you can click on eTV movie script and eTV scripts. And here you can do it right away where you can sort it by title, A through Z. That way it's in order. And you can go ahead and click on search. So it might take a while, just because we have almost 6,000. Yeah, we have over 5,600 scripts, all online. So you can go ahead and look through it, browse through it. You can also limit by topics here on the left-hand side. So if you're looking for a specific year, we might have it here, and you can click on the year. If it's by, genre, maybe, definitely you can click on these and it would show. We have got two scripts from 1939. Yeah. Yeah, and we also do have public lists. So again, if you don't know what you're looking for, you just want to see what we have available. We have our Black History Month right here, and you can go ahead and click on it, and you can see what types of items that we have for this list. Yeah, so you do not need a library account since Kohat is open to the public. The only thing that you will need to log in for is when you click on the electronic access button, it will just route you to log in. But for those of you that are interested in getting a library account, you can simply create one. So on the homepage, we do have a form that you can fill out. Mainly, it's for patrons that want to check out items here, on the physical items here. Definitely, if you want to create your own list, and be able to keep track of your account if you're searching for things, if you're checking out things, you can also preview that history as well. So as long as you fill this out, and you'll receive a confirmation once your account is ready. So once you receive that email, you can go ahead and log in. And yeah, since I'm already signed in with our student account, you can see I have things checked out. I got things that are that I must pay. And you could do this right here on this system. You can go ahead and view your account. So like I said, like if you have any charges, you can pay here. You can also update your personal details. Let's say if you want to update your phone number, you can do that here. If you want to add a secondary email, you can update that information. You can also view your search history or checkout history, like I mentioned. Same thing with messaging. You can update how you receive the notifications if you're checking out stuff. If you want to receive like a day or two advance message by a text message or by email, you can select those options as well. Let's see, and then the lists. Like I said, we have some public lists here, but you do have the option to create your own list. So if you have like a reading list, a script list, things that you want to eventually watch or see, you can create your own list, and yeah, you can view that there. If there's something that you can't find here in the catalog, you can always leave us a purchase suggestion. Just please note that, we won't we won't approve everything that gets suggested, but we do try to add it eventually in one way or another. It just depends on budgets and see if it's doable. So that's Koha in a nutshell. We do have, like I mentioned earlier, the video tutorials and other tutorials on our guide as well. So let's go back to the home page where Matt will be diving into research and ways to support us.
Hello, thank you, Georgina, and thank you everyone for being here with us today for this webinar. And like Georgina said, I'm going to be going over two different sections of the library website. I'm going to be going over the research section, and I'm going to be going over the support us section, both of which feature some cool resources. So one of the key features of the library website is our collection of online databases, and these are useful for doing research for essays, if you're writing a thesis, or if you're just looking for some reliable information on any given topic. But before we begin, before we jump in, I have a two-part poll for you. So how many of you have experience with academic journals? And if you do have experience with academic journals, we'd like to know which ones. So the first part of the poll, do you have experience with academic journals? Answer one for yes, answer two for no. And if you did answer yes, we'd like to know, is it something like Google Scholar? Is it something like EBSCO or ProQuest or anything else? But I'll just give you a second to go through that. And then we'll just go ahead and just go for it. Give me a second here. All right. So we're going to go over to this research section. We're going to click on the research tab. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring us to the research guide. And here you can see there's a lot of really great resources, things from choosing a topic, finding books, different citation styles, tutorials, which Georgina mentioned earlier, and we will visit that page, subject guides, online resources, lots of really great stuff. But to start, what we're going to do is we're going to click on this thing that says A to Z databases. When we click on it, it's going to bring us to this master list, essentially, of all of the different databases that we offer access to for all of our staff, faculty, and students. So most of the databases featured here come from academic sources or from open access libraries, and all of the materials provided come from verified sources, which is really important when you're doing research. And as you can see, you can browse the databases or a couple different ways. You can browse by subject, by database type, by vendor provider. You can search. You can click on a different letter if you know what the database starts with, or you can just scroll through the entire list. Some of these databases are subscription based, so when you try to access them, you're going to be prompted to log in. And in that case, you'll just sign in with your LA Film credentials, and it should work fine. Um, if you need more clarification on how to access the databases or how to conduct simple searches, you can find a guide under the tutorials page, which again, we'll go over in a little bit. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to explore some of the databases so that you can kind of get accustomed to what this list looks like and what some of the databases look like and what it's like accessing them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on one of the databases that's right up at the top, Alexander Street Film Scripts Online. So this database offers access to over 100 scripts, all of which are authorized versions. And the database offers a few ways to browse. You can browse by people. What's going on? What is this? Oh, some kind of alert. I don't know. You can browse by people, by genre, by awards. We're going to go ahead and click on genre, and then we're going to scroll down through the different genres listed here, and we're going to click on fantasy. It looks like there's about 10 scripts within the fantasy genre that are here in this database. And we're going to click on Highlander, just so you guys can see what it looks like to browse through a script, or to read through a script, I should say, on this particular database. I will say, since we're on the topic of reading scripts online, that we do have a lot of digital scripts that you can read in our personal catalog, in our LAFS library catalog. But this is just another resource where you can find online scripts. And as you can see, it's pretty easy to access, easy to read, it's verified, it's a great resource. So just to keep things moving, we're going to go ahead and head back to the A to Z database page so we can look at some other databases. And this time we're going to pull down the little menu that says all subjects. That way we can browse by a certain subject, and we're going to click on music. So as you can see, there's 22 different databases that pertain to music, so that's pretty cool. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on Naxos Music Library. There it is, right there. So this is a really great resource if you're interested in classical music. You can explore and stream classical music from over 800 labels for 100% for free. And the database website is pretty cool because it offers things like guided tours of different musical eras. So if you look over on the left, there's this cool menu. And so we're going to click on resources, and you'll see some of the things I was just talking about. There's a dictionary. There's a section on musicology. There's these guided tours I was talking about of the different musical eras throughout history. There's these study guides based on region. There's this junior section that's, for children or a younger audience. There's an opera section. There's pronunciation guides. But just to kind of give you guys a look at what or how this database works, we're going to click on one of the guided tours. So we're going to go on a guided tour of the Romantic era. And as you can see, there is an outline of all the different composers and their music, as it says. So we're just going to click on the top one. We're going to click on Beethoven. And now on the right, we see a bunch of his pieces are linked. So we're just going to find one or pick one and just click. And because this is a Zoom webinar, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hear the audio through Zoom, but this is what the player looks like. So you would just press play and it'll work. So this is a really great resource if you're interested in classical music or if you need to listen to a piece for an assignment or something like that. So take advantage of it. But yes, so let's go ahead and exit out of here and head back to the A to Z database page so we can keep chugging along here. We're going to go up and we're going to clear the filters and we're going to browse a different way this time. We're going to pull down the all database types menu and we're going to browse streaming films and television. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to click on Swank Digital Campus because what good would a film school be if there wasn't a way to stream movies, right? So this database is essentially a streaming service. It's a library of movies that are all free to watch as long as you're logged in with your last email. And actually, I think if you use the link from our A to Z database page, you don't actually have to log in. It should They should be able to be played without you having to log in. But as you can see, there's a lot of really great titles. There's some classics. There's some newer ones. We got The Bling Ring. We got The Shining. We got Silence of the Lambs. We got Tootsie. We got Wally. But just to kind of, again, show you guys how it works, we're just going to click on one of them. We're going to click on the Bling Ring because that's one of my favorites. And this little thing pops up and you would just click watch. And again, because it's a Zoom webinar, you won't actually be able to see it through Zoom. But if you're on the actual website and you press play, the feature will play, or it should anyway. If there's a problem, you can let us know. But yeah, so this is how Swank looks. Um, yeah, another really great resource. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. And once again, head back to the A to Z database page and we're going to clear the filters again. And this time we're going to browse by all vendors/providers. And we're going to click on EBSCO right there. EBSCO is the largest database platform we have. It's broken down into 7 different smaller collections depending on your needs, like Business Source Elite, EBSCO eBooks, the Film and Television Literature Index, Flipster Magazine, all really great resources. But we're gonna switch gears a little bit here because we want to do a little demonstration on how to do or how to conduct a simple search. So for that, we're going to click on Academic Search Elite. And this is a database or a resource for you to find academic journal articles, articles that you might need for research for an essay, for a thesis, anything academic where you need reliable information. So something you might notice right away when you are on this website is that there's multiple search fields and they say and select a field optional. So, and that's because this website, this database, utilizes something called Boolean operators. And Boolean operators are tools for you to be able to really refine your searches to be very specific about what you're looking for. Because if you've ever done, um, research for an academic purpose like writing an essay, you know that it can take a really long time to sift through all of the search results once you've searched something. So using Boolean operators can really help to cut down on the time it takes to find what you're looking for. So for example, in the first search field, we're going to type time travel. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to type in the second field, motion pictures. And as you can see, we've left the Boolean operator to say and. So if we were to conduct the search this way, time travel and motion pictures, what would happen is it would yield search results that contain both time travel and motion pictures, both of those terms within the record description or somewhere in the record, right? It's gonna, the search is gonna say it needs to have both of these two terms in order for it to show up in the search results. But let's say we change and to something else. So we're gonna pull down that menu and we're gonna click or, time travel or motion pictures. So what that would do is it would broaden your search a little bit and it tells EBSCO that you're searching for records that might contain just the phrase time travel, might just contain the phrase motion pictures, or might contain them both. So you're going to get more search results that way. But what if we change it to not? Then what happens? So if we were to conduct the search as time travel, but not motion pictures, that means you're going to get search results that contain the phrase time travel, but anything that mentions motion pictures as a phrase is not going to be included in your search results. So you're, again, specifying it, you're making it more narrow. And what about these little menus on the right? What do? These are to specify what your search terms are. So if you're specifically looking for a name and you know that it's the name of an author, you can tell EBSCO the name that I'm searching is the name of an author. So only give me search results where this name is listed as the author of the article, right? Things like that. These are really great tools, again, to really be precise when you're searching for academic materials for whatever it is you're doing, whether, again, whether it's writing a paper, a thesis, doing leisurely research, whatever it is, great tools. So for the demonstration, we're going to do time travel and motion pictures, and we're going to leave those other ones blank, and we'll just go ahead and hit search. And look at that, we got 108 search results. That's not too bad. That's, kind of a lot. It would take a long time to go through them all. So one thing that we can do to, again, kind of bring it down a little bit and make it a little bit less cumbersome is we're going to use the limiters. Over on the left, there's these little tick boxes. We're going to tick the one that says full text because that's what that's going to do is it's going to tell EBSCO, okay, there's all these search results, but I only want to see ones where if I click on it, the full text of the article is going to be there rather than just like an abstract or a record description. So as you can see, that has brought our search result list down to just 50. That's way less to have to go through if you were to go through them all, right? So let's click on No Time Like the Present. That's the article that we use for this demonstration. Uh, so one thing that you'll notice is on the left, there's these links. One says HTML full text, and the other one says PDF full text. So let's click on PDF full text. What you'll see when we click on that is the basically a scan of the original publication of this article in its original format, original layout, everything. It's basically a direct scan of what it was. And you might need that for your research. You might need to reference it, or maybe you just think it's cool and you want to look at it. So that's going to be an option sometimes. And if you're like, no, I don't want that. I really just want to read the text without all of this distraction or without this weird layout, you can click HTML full text, and that takes all of the text from the article and puts it in plain text so you can read it straight just on the page. Okay, and so if we scroll up a little bit, there's a bunch of cool tools. For example, you see this little player that says listen with the speaker. What that'll do if you click play is it'll read the text out to you. So let's go ahead and click play.
No time like the present. Advisory.
Nice. And you can change the settings. You can change how fast it reads. You can change the voice it reads in. So this could be a useful tool for people who need something like that. Or maybe you're just the type of person who prefers to listen to text rather than to read it so that you can do other things while you're listening. Again, really great tools. And then over on the right, there's a whole list of tools. For example, you can save this record to your OneDrive. I know that as an LA Film student, you are assigned a Microsoft account. Your LA Film email is a Microsoft account. So OneDrive is, I believe, the cloud drive feature that comes with Microsoft. You can save the record there. You can add it to a folder here on EBSCO. You can print the description. You can email it to yourself. You can save it as a file. you can cite it. This is a really cool tool. So let's click on that one. If you decide that you're going to use this article for a paper and you need to cite it, EBSCO does the work for you. You just have to choose which citation style you need, copy paste it into your works cited page, and you're done. You can also export it. You can, what does this say? Oh, you can create a note. You can use a friendly permalink if you're trying to send it to somebody. So again, lots of great tools, a really great resource. I know that was very long-winded, but I hope all of that made sense. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and head back to the library homepage. We're going to leave this A to Z database page. We're going to pull down that research menu again. And this time we're going to click on subject guides. Nice. So here you can see that we've created some guides categorized by subject. And these are also meant to be useful to you in your research journey, specifically in your area of study. For example, if you're an animation student, the animation subject guide is meant to be useful for you specifically, but um, everyone is free to look at any of the guides, they're not exclusive. And they, you might find some cool stuff that you're interested in, or maybe you're just, looking to kill some time. But many of the resources on these pages are free and can definitely be useful. And uh, it's just a really great way to explore all the things we have to offer. One of the things we like to show people when we're doing this webinar from these pages specifically is it's called LinkedIn Learning. It's up here at the top. LinkedIn Learning is a really great resource. They're essentially video courses that normally you would have to pay for, but because you're a student here, you get it for free. And they are courses in just about anything you can think of. So because this is on the animation guide, we've linked it to a page where it's courses relating to animation and illustration, and then over on the right they have related topics that you can browse through. But they have courses on, I'm telling you, everything like photography. On you can get certificates on LinkedIn Learning also if you complete certain types of courses. They have, leadership and management, human resources, marketing, project management, small business and entrepreneurship, a lot of really great things. And this is definitely something that we try and push because it's such a great resource and you might as well take advantage of it while you have it. But anyway, so let's go ahead and head back to the library homepage. And from here, we're going to pull down the research section and we're going to click on resources. So here we've compiled a collection of helpful sites. You can browse the list that it ranges from learning courses like LinkedIn Learning to streaming media like Swank to books to art and stock images. There are over 150 resources available and they range from free to premium services with a subscription or a purchase. And one of the ones that we love to show people is Google Arts and Culture. This is an open access resource and it's really, really cool. So essentially, Google Arts and Culture is like a virtual museum that's powered by Google. It has things like virtual galleries, virtual exhibits. They have cool games and activities. Like right here, you can see this coloring page. Really, really cool. Great way to kill some time if you're looking to kill some time, but also if you're doing some research for art specifically, a great resource. Um, and it always changes, by the way. So when you're on Google Arts and Culture or when you visit Google Arts and Culture, it might be different one day from the day before. So visit it often if you're interested in stuff like this. But anyways, let's go ahead and head back to the library homepage. And this time we're going to click on tutorials. Now, I know Georgina brought up tutorials before, and I know I briefly mentioned it. So the library team created tutorials to help guide you with accessing the different databases that we're subscribed to. We have tutorials on how to utilize our library catalog Koha, which Georgina was talking about when she was on earlier. We have tutorials on how to install various softwares onto your computer. We have tutorials on how to utilize the different databases, like I said, that we offer access to. We have tutorials on how to print, scan, and copy when you're here in the library, on how to install the printing software onto your device, which we definitely recommend you do as soon as you have your tech kit. It's right here, install printer software. Again, and also I should mention that that's for on-campus students because obviously utilizing the printers on campus, it's for on-campus students. But if you're an on-campus student and you have your tech kit, we definitely recommend installing the printer software. Um, because it saves time. That way, when you're here in the library, if you need to print, you can send it to the printer, and then you can send it to the printer from anywhere on campus. So you don't even have to be on like in the library when you do it, and then you can just sprint to the library if you need to, and print whatever it is that you're trying to print if you're in a hurry. And I know that that happens pretty often. But anyways, tutorials, great page. And the tutorials are meant to help you, obviously, but if for whatever reason you've watched the tutorials or maybe you just don't like watching video tutorials, we are always here to help you as well. So if you've watched the tutorials and something's still not making sense or you still have questions, we're always here. You can come visit us, you can call us, you can email us, and we're happy to help. But let's go ahead and head back to the library homepage, and I swear I'm almost done. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down on the right-hand side, at the very bottom, there's that link that says discounts. So we have a large list of discount codes for you guys to use. We've scoured the internet in order to find them, things from rentals to clothing to food, electronics, streaming services. Make sure you're using your LAFS email and take advantage of them while you can. Uh, and we haven't forgotten about faculty and staff. We have an entire section dedicated just to you. And again, just make sure you're using your LAFS email or the code that's provided when you click on the link. So yes, please take advantage of these because they might not all be there forever. We try to keep them updated. But let's go ahead and head back to the home page. And I swear, one more thing, and then I'm done. So we're going to click on Support Us. So if you would like to help out the library, you can always leave us feedback. I believe Georgina mentioned this earlier, but we love getting feedback. If you want to leave a suggestion for things that you'd like to see in the library collection, like movies, scripts, things like that, we love to hear from you guys. You can take a survey to help us better understand what it is that you might need in terms of services, in terms of um, even the library itself, the physical space, if you have a comment to make or if there's something that you need or would like to see from the library, there we can't make anything better unless we hear from you and know what it is that you need. So we love hearing from you, please. And then also donations. If you guys would like to donate things like movies, books, games, or scripts, we can absolutely work something out with you. So you can contact us here at the library and we can try to coordinate something because donations do help our collection, but we can't always promise that what you donate will get added to our collection. It depends on what it is. But yeah, so that is finally the end of my spiel. I know it was a lot, and I tried to go through it quickly. I hope all of it made sense. Again, if you have questions or unclear about something, come and visit us. We're always here to help. So I'm going to hand it back to Georgina, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Matt. No, it's a lot of information, but it was pretty clear. But yeah, let's see. So before we wrap up, I just want to mention that we are on social media. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have our blogs, we have our Facebook, we have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Spotify, Letterboxd as well. So if you want to stay in the know, if you want to get updated on like what we have going on here at the library, you can follow us on any of our social platforms. We mainly use Instagram, but definitely you can follow us there. Yeah, so if there are any questions, please use the Q&A at this time. Maybe it's something that we did not cover or you just want more information on, just you can address it right now. Yeah, so just while we wait for those questions, I just wanted to point out that we have 2 new resources for you. So back on the A to Z databases, you can see our new and trial databases, but definitely these are new databases. We have our Alexander Street Academic Video Online, or Avon. Not the makeup company, but the academic videos. It's a really cool resource that we got for you all. We have tons of academic videos that you can browse through. Definitely students can use this. Faculty can also use this as well as part of their lessons in LMS. So you can go ahead and explore. And yeah, so that's 1, and 2 is the Naxos Music Library Jazz. So similarly, how Matt was diving into Naxos Music Library, this is specific to jazz. So for those of you that are jazz fans, we do have this database for you, and you can explore, see what's new as part of the jazz collection here. Yeah. So that's pretty much it as far as the announcements, but looks like we don't have any questions at this time, but it's okay. You can always reach out to us if you have any further questions. And yeah, just want to thank you all for joining us today as we explore the library. But be on the lookout as a new website, a new way of searching will happen soon. So hoping that will change sometime after spring break. So sometime in April, you'll probably see a lot of major changes onto the library website and how you do search. Yeah, so excited about those new things. And yeah, so thank you again. And this concludes our webinar presentation. Yeah, and then a survey will pop up after this meeting. So it'd be great if you can provide us some feedback to help us improve this reoccurring webinar. Thank you again, and have a great day. Happy Valentine's, happy Lovers Day, Library Lovers Day, and yeah, we'll see you soon.